Hello and welcome to my review of The Goodies, the complete BBC collection. Today we're up to Frankenfido. Graeme has taken up novelty dog breeding and is working on a dog that Bill and Tim can enter in crufts. But naturally, Graeme takes it all way too far, culminating in the creation of the monstrous Frankenfido. There are so many highlights in this fantastic episode, and the first one for me was Graeme's nurse feeding paint to the Old English sheepdog, in a little nod to the Dulux paint commercials. One thing I did think while watching this was Graeme's proposed crazy dog crossbreeds don't seem quite so far-fetched anymore. As someone who works with dogs, I do see a lot of really stupid and crazy dog crossbreeds. And in a weird way, I think this episode kind of prefigures the whole designer dog thing. And it looks like that same wolfhound appears again in this episode. This is the one that we saw, I believe, in Kitten Kong and also perhaps in Goodies and the Beanstalk. I am sure it's the same wolfhound. Maybe it belonged to the dog trainer who supplied the animals, I'm not sure. And is it also the same giant basket that we saw in Kitten Kong? Graeme gets to do a fair bit of puppetry in this episode, and it's always such a delight when he does that. There were quite a few visual jokes in this episode that really made me laugh out loud, and the Chihuahua crossed with a salmon was one of them. I was wondering if it was a little Star Trek Tribbles reference in the critter that goes into the cupboard and multiplies in the cupboard and comes out looking like little tribbles. Bill's song Come Back features in this episode, and it's always so great to hear this track. It is such a classic Bill track. My other favourite visual gag of this episode was the three-toed sloth hound. Bill as cuddly scamp hairy legs of Cricklewood is just so delightful. And I so enjoyed seeing another episode in which Graeme gets to play the mad scientist. These episodes are always great. Another thing I really enjoyed was when Frankenfido steals the Trandom. And the ending, it is so crazy. And perhaps I won't say what happens because I'd love it to be a surprise if you haven't seen this one before. But it is so crazy and so wrong, but very, very funny. This episode's guest star is Mastermind host Magnus Magnusson. Again, playing the Mastermind host. I would rate Frankenfido as a really top-draw Goodies episode. It's got a coherent and compelling story underlying this crazy comedy. It brings in elements of horror and surrealism and combines it all into this high-energy, really entertaining half hour of comedy. And the premise is so bizarrely imaginative. This one really is another great example of the Goodies at their very best. I so enjoyed seeing this one again. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you'll join me next time when we move on to another of my very favourites, Scatty Safari. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope I'll see you then. Bye.